Hey, we live now. What's up,
Hey
Facebook?
guys.
How you guys doing?
Hey everybody.
Guys, like and share this feed. Like and share this feed.
You sound funny.
Do I sound funny?
You sound like a robot.
How about now?
Maybe it's just me.
I had a little static on the line. That's it.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
I can.
okay, what's up, everybody? Like and share this feed. Like and share this feed. Live with the one and only Brandy Davis.
Hello,
Hey,
Chef J. How are you?
I am good. Today's a great day. How was your holidays? How was Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was just I worked. I was at the salon taking care of clients, but after I took care of my clients, I came home and I ate my food.
Yeah, this was a real busy week for me too because holiday season is always super big. It was slower because of COVID, but still was very, very busy. Thankful for staying booked and fruitful, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, so we're just thinking about like, what's going on even to during holiday times, it's like press for getting everybody a Christmas gift, thinking about lost loved ones, so many different emotions that happen during the holiday time. But no matter what's going on, you still have to really focus on living. Living is so important because something that we oftentimes don't do.
Yeah.
Because we get caught up in the schedule, we get caught up in what's not working, what's working. But at the end of the day, you have to live every day for you.
Right. Right. And so this has really been a very interesting time for a lot of people because
Mm,
we have experienced a lot of loss. And so
yeah,
a lot of people during this time, like, okay, well, what is there to be thankful for? There
mm,
are a lot of things to be thankful for. I mean,
that's
even in
true.
the midst of loss, in the midst of heartache, in the midst of pain, there's always, a heart. There is always something to be grateful for. So, I mean, it's just, I know a lot of people are hurting, but we have to check our perspective even in the
Yeah,
midst of those times and say, well, at least I had the amount of time that I did have with the people that I've lost, or with
yeah,
the
that's
person
true.
that, at least I had that with them.
It's a good point you said about changing your perspective because entrepreneurs, that is kind of our daily thing, changing our
Baby,
perspective. um,
man,
Especially with COVID, it was a whole rebranding of what I do as an entrepreneur. And I think the coolest part about that, oh, my finger's in the way, wrong side, sorry.
all in the way.
Because this ring light is like on his last leg. Like the way I have, if you see how I have this ring light mounted, it's like kind of lopsided, leaning on one side, but my iPad is slanted another way, and I
But
need it for
working, we don't know. We can't see it.
listen, because I'm like, because I was like this a little while ago, because people be half dressed on lives and Zoom, so I gotta make sure nothing fall down,
Oh, my,
So,
my, my.
but we're just thinking about changing perspective. I know one thing that I always thought was really cool is like when you go to the eye doctor, right? They ask you, is this better? Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? When they're helping you adjust your vision, because sometimes it's so important to just adjust your vision.
Yes.
Because sometimes when you're in the thick of it, you don't see a way out. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna
Yeah.
get out of this. I don't know how this is gonna bust out of here. But guess what? When you start to look above your situation and change your perspective, it's like a brand new lease on life starts to happen.
Yeah.
Because, like, wait, I understand that this is my current situation, but let me count the little thankful things to be thankful for. Let me count the blessings that I have today. Let me think about how this moment is going to be pivotal if I change my mindset and how it's going to be pivotal to affect my tomorrow.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, I've noticed that in this season, I just want to applaud, a lot of people though,
Mm,
because even in the midst of everything that's taking place, there are people that are staying positive. There are people that are, saying this is the time that I'm going to build wealth. This is the
mm,
time where I'm going to focus on legacy. I'm going to focus on generational wealth. I'm going to focus on starting my business because I see
mm.
that, you know, things are not stable as I thought they were. So I just applaud a lot of people because we are in a time where we need a different perspective. We
Yeah.
need to make sure
It's
that
not
we're
even
seeing
want
things
anymore,
clear.
it's a need.
You need to have a different perspective. You need to be able to say, look, I'm going to do something different. I need more than one stream of income.
Mhm.
I need to make sure that I'm having residual income.
Yeah.
So it's just a blessing that there are people that are starting to think outside of the box. And so because they are, I really believe that they're going to see the fruit of their labor. If they keep on, they're gonna see it.
Yeah, and I think that's a
We
big.
gonna see it because I'm not quitting. I
You
ain't
know,
got
and
no
that's
quitter in. Okay.
you know, it's
I
funny
just
you
want
said
to
that because we
put
had this
that out
conversation
there.
on Thanksgiving, and we had this conversation a few days before. My mom had said to me, "You know, Josh, I never got why you quit your job so much. I'm a professional quitter. I gotta say that, but I never got it till now, seeing during COVID." And what I mean by that is, so we're talking about that. When I say professional quitter, what I mean is this: when I was 19, my boss, I didn't like her then, but I love her dearly now. We developed a great relationship after I worked for her, but I had to take off because my grandma had dementia and I had to kind of do some things. So I said, hey, I need to take this day off because I gotta, do something with my grandmother. And she said, well, it's either this job or your family. And I'm like, cuz next day, letter of resignation turned in. And because I already at 19, I was already doing my business for 9 years. So for me, my mindset has always been entrepreneurship. So when she told me that, I said, I will never allow a job to have that more weight in my life than the things I love, such as family, such as living. So from that moment, I put my business first and any job second. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people think that your job, well, not gonna say think, a lot of people are in a thought process that they feel like your job is number one and your business is your side hustle. For me, it's the other way around. My business is my main stream of income, and a job is a side hustle. And because I've always adopted that mindset, when I make moves, it's always been such an easy decision to leave because my business is my main priority always. And since I developed that concept, it's always been easy for me to leave a job. People look at it as job security. That's true, but in this time, what is really job security? Because
Yeah.
mad people who was comfortable in their job got laid off
Yeah.
because they had job security. One of my students was told, "You need to get a real job."
Yeah.
Bruh, like you're
Yeah.
you're telling somebody that crushing their dream that they have because you feel like your job is a real job. And at the end of
Yeah.
the day, you can't just discredit somebody like that. And because I made my business my main priority, I look 20 years later at today, and the reason why it's so fruitful is because I decided to prioritize my business and what was important to me. And a lot of times in life, it's really important to reflect on what you're doing on a daily basis and prioritize, is this really going to lead me to where I want to be a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now? Do I want to be in the same situation? And a lot of people are in the same situation that they've always wanted to change, but they never had the courage or the confidence to say, hey, I'm going to make this move.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think too, what ends up happening is a lot of people, um we compare ourselves amongst ourselves.
Yes.
So we look around at what everybody else is doing and we're saying, well, that must be, the way. And I've learned recently, and I've been watching, and if what everybody else is doing, do the opposite. Do the opposite of that. And I think we have to stop asking for permission to be successful. We
Yeah.
have to stop people, you think I should do this? If it's in you to do it, don't you ask nobody if whether or not you should do it, because guess what? They're not going to see your vision. They don't have your passion. They don't have the desire or the drive that you have about the thing that you want to do. So it's like you can't ask people, can I be successful? You think this is a good idea? If you want to go for something, go for it. Don't ask for that. And I think that's what ends up happening is we ask family members and we ask friends and we ask people,
Hmm.
what do you think about this? And then they say, I don't think you should do it. And we let that be the determining factor.
People
Well,
that know
girl,
nothing
what if
about
this happens?
nothing.
Or what? Don't know nothing. What if this happens? And what if that happens? What if it don't work out? Don't ask them. They ain't did nothing. They've not done anything that's outside of the box that's big. You can't ask people for permission to live your dreams. You just can't. So even in this space of I'm not asking nobody whether or not if I'm going to be successful. I already know I'm going to be successful in this thing. I already know it.
Yeah.
So it's not a question whether or not I'm gonna be. It's like, it's I'm in my mind, I'm already successful. So it's just what
Yeah.
it is.
And but you have to see, and I think that's the biggest part about that is vision. You know,
Trading,
how you see
people
yourself
think
is
I'm
so
successful.
important. You kind of going out, Brandy.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, how you see yourself, because
You
even
can't you
too,
can't hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What's so important about vision is, and what I've learned over the years is, it's nice that people notice your act and they applaud you for what you do, but do you applaud yourself? You have to be your number one cheerleader when it comes to stuff that you want to do. Because what happened is, and even when people start trading, in the space, I said, listen, I'm gonna be here to help you, but you have to be willing to become a student. Because just like I got mines and I'm gonna support you, you have to decide to be a student. If you don't decide or make the choice to
That's
be a
right.
student, it ain't nothing's gonna work for you. If you don't decide to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to apply myself today. Like even to perfect example, I was talking to somebody today who just signed up for trading. I said I teach I so they have like a TV guide situation in our platform, right? Where you can go live with the educators at different times of the day. Because I'm so committed in my calendar on my phone, I have alerts for when certain educators I like are on. At 12 o'clock, no matter what I'm doing, I'm stopping it because I'm on live with Millie. At 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., when Maddie Pips come on, I'm stopping to be
That's
on that
good.
session. When Lee Allen comes on twice a week that I have time to do it,
That's
I
right.
make sure I'm on those sessions because what happens is too is it's like how you expect to graduate and you ain't never go to class. And that's the reason in life you like we want to be all of this stuff. And my mentees, I talked
Yes.
about the other day too, my mentees, they all want to be successful, but y'all don't put no time in. You gotta put time in to be successful. It's not abracadabra, here it goes.
You
Like
gotta put the
you,
work in.
you gotta put the work in.
You gotta put the work in. Yes. I think that's something that a lot of people, can you hear me? Am I
I can
am
hear
I
you.
going in?
You're
Can you hear
good.
me
You was
clearly?
like doing a robot for a second, but you good now.
Okay. But I think that's something that
Oh, this connection.
I think that's something that we really have to work on
Mm-hmm.
is, well, I'm learning that you got to put the work in. You are not going to be successful at anything unless you do the work. And I
Facts.
think what happens is people think that trading is a get rich quick. It is 90% and it's 10% skill. You really have to have the mindset that I'm going to do the work. I'm going to put the work in. A lot of people just want to, Lord, you going to bless me. I've been working hard all my life. I win the lottery. This is not that. You can
Yeah.
make a lot of money trading, but the reality of it is you're going to have to learn skill. That means you're gonna have to put them in. And I think we have to work on the mindset of
Mm-hmm.
trading before you even can really focus on trading. You got to get the mindset. You have to get your emotional intelligence. You have to. You have to be willing to say, no matter what comes, hell or high water, I am going to stick this out and I'm going to study. I'm going to be a student. I'm not going to quit.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm successful and stick with it.
And some things you just gotta
I ain't
know.
no quitter. I don't quit.
Some things you just
Hell
gotta
no.
know. You just gotta know certain things. Like you gotta know that I'm not gonna give up. You gotta know that I'm gonna
Yeah.
triumph and be successful. Because what happens is too is when you start relying on other people to navigate your future, it's like, wait, hold on now. This is not the way I want it to go. And when you start to really take control over your future and how you see yourself and what you
Yeah.
want to see manifest, it's
Yeah.
up to you to really take control. So, guys, it's been great being live. We don't want to keep you guys too long, but because we got stuff to do too, because I got this gig today. But I'm happy we was able to get live today because even though
I
we
got
might,
stuff to
yeah, and we
do.
may not be live as much, but
Today.
just see, and we may not be live as much, but trust me, we're always working behind the scenes, working on being a student. Today is going to be an amazing day. No matter how hard it looks, guess what? We still have one more whole month to see manifestation, to see prosperity, to see happiness, to see wellness, to see wholeness. 2020 ain't over yet. We still got like 33 more days left. So I want you guys to give it the best that you got because you can still finish strong. It take 1 second for a miracle to happen. It takes 1 second, one moment, one opportunity for your life to change. So
Yep.
just know that The month is not over yet. 2020 is not over yet. It's time to live your best life and to make impact. Anything else, Brandy? Brandy's frozen. Brandy, you
We
like
love
that?
you guys, and we thank you
Yes.
for joining our live. And